Hey guys, Rusty, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Cool, hey. Hey guys, Rusty over here, and today I'm giving you an updated guide on how to solo Mythic Hellfire Assault post-nerf on every single class. I am going to leave timestamps down below for every class, so you can skip to your class, although pretty much the first one will show you to do in almost every one, but if you want class specifics, down below. Also, in order for the nerfs to take effect, your character needs to be at least level 105, that's just one of the stipulations of the nerfs, has to be at least level 105. Again, the first character or the first class to do on, which is DK, should explain it all, but if you want class specifics, I'll leave that below for you guys. So let's start off with the DK. I did do this in Blood. Make sure you take Blood Drinker, and also Wraith Walk is big helpful. In retrospect, if I do this again, I probably would have done it in Holy Frost, but Blood works. Anyways, keep killing mobs in the middle until you eventually get the 2 Hellfire artillery spawn that come from the middle. Immediately kill the one on the right. The reason why I want to kill the one on the right is because you're basically going to focus all your attention on the left side first, as that's where most of the spawns come first. So kill the one on the right, pick up its ammo box. Now, it doesn't really matter what you do here. You could run the ammo box in and then kill the artillery, or you could kill the artillery first. Again, one of the nerfs is that the cannons, the Hellfire cannons, take less damage, so it doesn't matter if that stays up. But whatever you choose, doesn't matter. Pick up the second crate once you end the first one, kill off that first demolish, and once you do, head over to the cannon, throw the box in there. By the way, to throw them in, all you have to do is run near the cannon. Once you do that, pick up the third crate. Make sure you get aggro on any of the packs. After you do that, run over, pop your Wraith Walk, head over to the next cannon. You don't want to leave any packs behind, hammering the cannons, as that is possible for them to kill them if you do it too slow. Once you hand in the third one, go ahead, kill off that Hellfire Belcher there. By the way, you feel free to use Death's Advance freely whenever you want. I just recommend saving Wraith Walk for when you're transitioning from the left cannon over to the right cannon. Once you kill the Flame Belcher, go ahead, throw in the ammo box. Again, you only need 4 ammo boxes now with the current nerfs. Just go chill in the middle. You basically beat the fight at that point as long as the cannons are healthy, and chances are you'll get nearly indestructible. Next, let's move on to the easiest class, in my opinion, to do this, which is the Demon Hunter. As usual, go ahead, start off, kill Siege Master Martok, all her mobs. Keep killing mobs, again, until the 2 Hellfire artillery spawn. Once you do that, once again, immediately go ahead and kill the one off on the right so it doesn't fuck off, and then basically it's less travel time. But although in the DH it doesn't matter, like, that Hellfire artillery there, if you could catch up to it, kill it. It's up to you. You could run in and then kill it, or you could kill it first and then run the box in. It doesn't matter. Go ahead, pick up the second crate. Go ahead, kill off that Demolisher. Get aggro on those Fellcasters. Basically, feel free to use Fell Rush and Vengeful Retreat freely. Just save your Metamorphosis for travel time, though. Even if you're 110, I recommend not using it for DPS. I recommend using it here just to get over in between the transition to the other cannon, just to get there quicker. Now, if you fail to individually, or basically aggro the Dragoons before they reach a cannon, you have to individually aggro them. Make sure you run in that third box before you kill the Flame Belcher, so that once you do, you go ahead, pick up the fourth box, throw it in the cannon, and once again, just head over to the middle, chill out, you're done. I don't know, go grab a beer or something. You're done. Simple enough. Let's move on to the next one. Druid, second easiest class to do this on. Do this on Feral. Lunar Inspiration makes this a joke for aggroing mobs so they don't reach the cannon, and also just being in cat form the whole time with Tire Dash especially, that super speed is very helpful. Anyways, as usual, keep killing mobs in the middle until you have your 2 Hellfire artillery spawn left and right. Immediately kill the one on the right. I tried to multi-dot them both to kill them at the same time. I ended up just killing the one first. Just immediately kill the one on the right. Don't try and dot them up like I did. I mean, you can throw 1 Lunar Inspiration on there just to kill it, or Moonfire. Go ahead, throw the first one in. As soon as that's dead, go ahead, pick up the second box. Once you do that, kill off that Demolisher that's going to drop your third box. Make sure to get aggro on the Fellcaster and the Fellcasters. After you do that, go ahead and run in the second box there. And then you're going to head over, grab the third one. You don't, again, these guys, even if you're doing this at a low level, you don't have to kill these mobs off. They do very little damage to you as long as you have aggro on them and they're not hitting the cannon. Once you grab the box from the third, the Demolisher, run over to the next cannon, throw that box in, kill the Flame Belcher. You can dot it up there so it dies as you're on your way there. Grab the last box, the fourth box, throw it in the cannon, bam, done, fantastic. Guys, this fight is a joke now. It is so easy. Just run to the middle and wait for the cannons to shoot that shit out. Next one, Hunter. My boy, True Mexican. I haven't played this guy in a while. Anyways, go ahead, start it off as per usual. You're going to go ahead, kill the mobs in the middle until you have your 2 Hellfire artillery spawn. Once you do that, as per usual, kill the one off on the right immediately. Now, I did this as BM, but my pet's really freaking annoying. If I were to do it again, I probably would have done it as Marksman, although it's kind of nice just to stick the pet on there. Throw in the first ammo box, kill off that second Hellfire artillery, go ahead and grab the second crate, and then kill that Demolisher. Once you do that, go ahead and run the second crate over to the cannon. After that, take a guess, you're going to go grab the third crate. Again, make sure you aggro these Felcasters as well as the Berserkers. You don't want them hitting the cannon unnecessarily. Just pop your disengage. Make sure you're using post haste, by the way. That movement speed increase is very, very helpful. Just disengage over. Just run your ass over to the other cannon. Make sure you're getting aggro on all these Dragoons and the Berserkers. Throw in that third box. After you do that, you can go ahead and kill the Flame Belcher. Like, look at this. Look at Lock Dog over there. He's just running in slowly. I hate BM. I hate pets. Should have done this as marksman. It doesn't matter. This shit's a joke. Just run in the fourth box there. As per usual, wait in the middle. It'll fire the last shot. Done. Bam. Fantastic. Let's move on to the next class. Guys, joke. Every class can do this. Next, we're moving on to Mage. Again, in retrospect, I would have done this as an Arcane Mage for the Arcane Explosion spam, but I did this as Frost with no problem, as per usual. Keep killing mobs in the middle until you have your 2 Hellfire Artillery spawn. As soon as they do spawn, immediately kill the one off on the right. Now, this one got a little annoying. It kind of got away from me. By the way, make sure you take Shimmer for double blink. It's really nice here. And you don't really need to save any blinks here. I mean, you could try and save your 2 blinks for the transition to the other cannon, but I'd recommend just using your blinks freely. Now, this is up to you if you want to kill this artillery before you run the box in. It doesn't really matter. I choose to. It's up to you. Have fun. You actually get choice in this fight now. Once you do that, go ahead and kill that. You do kill the second artillery. Make sure you pick up its box. Finish off that Demolisher. Make sure you get aggro on these mobs so they don't reach the cannon. Run in the second box and then immediately head over to the third box. Go ahead and pick it up. Now, again, this point you could try and save double blink, but I really don't see any point to it. I recommend just using it on cooldown and always have it basically never have 2 charges. Make sure it's always rolling on a cooldown. Now, this is annoying. If you don't aggro these Dragoons before they reach the cannon, you need to aggro each of them individually. Make sure you do that so they're not just smacking the cannon. Once you do that, hand in the third box, go ahead and kill that Flame Belcher, pick up the fourth one, and then you pretty much just run into the cannon and you're die. Now, if you're doing this at 110 like I did, I got a little scared. You might die. Don't worry, you won't die. Just spam your Frost Shield and be fine. Head over to the middle, wait for the cannon to fire a shot, you're done. Moving on to the next class, we're heading over as the Monk. I hate this class. Although, the Tauren Transmog Heritage Armor, I love that Tauren Heritage Armor. Too bad I did it on the Monk. Anyways, keep killing mobs in the middle until you have a 2 Hellfire Artillery spawn. Now, immediately kill the one off on the right. Don't worry about the one on the left just yet. Monk is probably the most mobile class of the game after Demon Hunter, so this is really easy to do. Or second most mobile. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. You get the point. It's mobile. Go ahead, kill the second artillery. Once you run in the first one, go ahead and grab the second one. It's annoying to click. As soon as you do that, immediately kill off that Hellfire Demolisher. Make sure you're getting aggro on the Felcasters as well as the Berserker. Although you could just run that box in and they'll actually, as they're running up to the cannon, you could just get aggro on them. You don't have to wait there. Once you run that second box in, go ahead and grab that. Now, I did place a Transcendence there that I just didn't use. I forgot. You could use Transcendence there, that's helpful, but you could also just Flying Surf and Kick and Cheat Torpedo. Cheat Torpedo, by the way, make sure you take that talent. It's very helpful. Go ahead, run that third box in, kill off that Flame Belcher. It's going to drop another crate. Pick it up, run it over to the cannon. That's crate number 4. Once you run in 4 crates, you're done. Head over to the middle, maybe rub one out, and then you're done. Perfect, fantastic. Let's move on to the next class. This is easy. Paladin. I hate Paladin. I'm sorry. I don't like playing live Paladin. I like that sword, though. Anyways, keep killing mobs in the middle until the Hellfire Artillery spawn. Also, make sure you take Cavaliers for Double Horse. Double Horse is pretty nice here. Kill off the one on the right immediately, and as per usual, go ahead and hand in the box or kill the artillery first. It does not matter. Your choice. I choose to kill off the artillery here. Go ahead. Once you do that, run that first ammo crate in. If it's still alive here, this is where you would kill it. Basically, pick up the second box here. Once you pick up the second box, go ahead and kill off this Demolisher. Now, it's not the end of the world if you don't kill that Demolisher right away. It's just kind of annoying because it can travel kind of far sometimes. Basically, just more travel time for you, and that's just a waste of time. Go ahead, pick up that third box. Now, here you could actually, if you want, just save both charges of Cavalier and use them here, but one is more than enough. Again, even if you have none, it's more than enough. You'll be fine with just a running speed. Make sure you get these Dragoons off the cannon. You will have to aggro them individually if they reach the cannon before you do. Once you do that, hand in the third box, kill off that Flame Belcher. It's going to drop the last crate, kill the hulking Berserkers. Just kidding, you don't have to. They do about negative damage. I'm pretty sure they heal you. Most important thing, kill the Flame Belcher, grab the fourth box, run into the cannon, go into the middle with your giant-ass sword. Door's gone. Hellfire Assault Mythic complete. Congratulations on your transmog. Moving on to my priest. Now, this is probably my shittiest character here. I boosted him in Legion, did like 2 world quests, and never touched him again. I did this as Shadow. Make sure you kill mobs in the middle until the Hellfire Artillery spawn. Like, look at this. Look at this. It takes forever to die because this character is so under-geared. Anyways, kill the one off on the right immediately, and as soon as you do that, go ahead and pick up that crate. Now, I took the talent, I think it's Body and Soul. There, every time I use power word shield on myself, it increases my movement speed. It's kind of nice. It's not necessary. I believe dispersion also increases your movement speed. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't even need to use it here. If it does, you could use that between the transitions. Anyways, once you hand in the first box, kill off the second artillery and pick up the second box. Once you pick up the second box, you could just dot up the Demolisher and then run in while the dots are ticking down on the Demolisher. Run in the second box. If the Demolisher isn't dead when you get there, go ahead, just Mind Flayer, Shadow Void, Mind Blast, whatever. Just kill off that Demolisher and pick up the third crate. Now here, if Dispersion increases your movement speed, again, I didn't use it here and I don't remember if it does off the top of my head. You can use Dispersion here. Make sure you're using Power or Shield if you're using Body and Soul. Basically, get over to this next hand as soon as possible. And Shadow Crash is also very helpful here, especially if you get these Dragoons where you have to individually aggro them off the cannon if you don't get there before they do. Also, I go to use my Nightborn Racial to help. But anyways, as soon as you do that, kill off that last Flame Belcher once you hand in the third one. That last Flame Belcher is going to drop its fourth crate. The fourth crate total, again, you only need 4 crates to hand in the cannons, and that'll be enough to break the door. Again, I don't even bother with these Dragoons. They're just smacking the cannon. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even drop below 70% health, I believe. Again, just hand in 4 crates, guys, on your Priest, and you're done. Simple enough. Just move on to the next one, my Rogue. Now, I did this as Assassination. Again, in retrospect, I would have done this as Outlaw for the grappling hook, but it doesn't really matter. All you need is Sprint. Keep killing mobs in the middle until you have your 2 Hellfire artillery spawn as per usual. Immediately kill off the one on the right. Once you do that, go ahead and pick up the ammo box. Now, it's up to you. You can use Sprint here. I wasn't sure if it'd be off cooldown. However, I like to save it for, again, the transition in between the first cannon to the next one. Now, it's up to you if you want to kill off that Hellfire artillery first or not. This time, I actually choose not to. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you hand in that first one before the second one drops so you can immediately pick it up. Now, before you hand it in, again, it's up to you if you want to kill this Demolisher first or not. I like to kill it first because sometimes it can travel far away, and that ammo box can spawn far away, which just means more travel time, which is annoying. Just make sure if you're doing this as Assassination, you're spamming Fan of Knives just to get aggro on the mobs. Now here, as you're transitioning to the other cannon, this is where I like to use Sprint. And basically, make sure, again, you're spamming Fan of Knives as you hand in the third crate. Get those Dragoons off the cannon, would be ideal if you're struggling. Kill off that Flame Belcher. Once it's dead, pick up the last crate. That is, again, crate number 4. You only need 4 crates total. Go ahead, hand it to the cannon. Look at the crate on the Tiny Goblin, by the way. I don't know how he's not breaking his back on that. Anyways, hand in the 4th crate. Game done. GG. Congratulations. Amazing Transmog Archimon mount. Just kidding. I have it. Anyways, let's move on to Shaman. So, Shaman is pretty simple. You just do it. Anyways, keep killing mobs in the middle until you have your 2 Hellfire artillery spawn. Keep killing. By the way, I did this as enhancement. You can do this as elemental and resto too, but I found enhancement the easiest. Go ahead and pick up the first crate and then immediately head over to the Hellfire artillery. By the way, Feral Lunge is also very helpful here just to close gaps between mobs. It'll let you also close or basically get to shit quicker. Once you do hand in the first one, kill off the Hellfire artillery. Again, you could do it before you hand in the first one. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter. Once you kill off that Hellfire artillery, go ahead and pick up its munitions. Now, my Shaman, again, is probably my third shittiest character, so it takes a while to kill that demo off compared to the other ones. Now, before I hand the second one, I again kill that demo off, but it doesn't really matter. It's up to you. Again, I like to kill it off first so it doesn't travel far away. Sometimes it can, like this. It's really annoying. Anyways, once you do, go ahead and pick that off. Once you pick up that third one, go ahead and pop your Spirit Walk and Ghost Wolf and just book it to the other cannon. Again, these Dragoons are really annoying. If you don't get to them before they get to the cannon, you have to aggro them, each of them individually. It's quite a nuisance. Once you hand in that third cannon or a crate though, go ahead and kill off that last Flame Belcher. It's going to drop the last crate for you. Once you have the last crate, and you can go and Ghost Swap, I don't even bother here, and just hand it in. Again, killing these mobs off, guys, the ones that hit you don't really matter. Chances are, even if you're doing this at 110 like this guy is, they won't kill you. Anyways, Shaman done. Let's move on to the Warlock, which this is my... this is between my Priest and my Warlock, between who is crappier. Anyways, I like to set up the gateway there in between cannons to use to transition. Now, I also set up a demonic circle here that I don't even use. It's not even necessary. You could set that there. By the way, also make sure you take Burning Rush. Again, as per usual, keep killing mobs in the middle. I do this as Affliction, by the way, until you have your 2 Hellfire artillery spawn. I also use Permanent Corruption, as that's kind of helpful just to put on the mobs and tick them down as a kill shit. By the way, if you're ever getting low on the Warlock between mobs hitting you and using Burning Rush, 1 tick of Drain of Life, even at level 110 or 111 that I am, will pretty much be enough to heal you off. Anyways, kill off that first Hellfire artillery, hand it in, start dotting up that second artillery. I also should have dotted up that Demolisher, but I was really nervous about this artillery killing the cannon, so I go ahead and dot that up and try and kill off ASAP. Just kidding, I lied. Apparently I don't. So, once that's dead, go ahead and pick up the second crate. No, you know what? Yeah, my Warlock is definitely shittier than my Priest. go ahead and pick that crate up. I like to dot up the Demolisher there as Affliction. Go ahead and run the second crate in, and once you're done with that, go ahead and finish off that last Demolisher. It's going to drop your third crate. Once you do that, again, pop Burning Rush, head over to your Warlock gate that you set up before the fight even started. Go ahead, use that, and just book it over to the cannon. Now, if you're doing this as Affliction, I do like to dot up that Flame Belcher bit, get it nice and low, even throw a nice Shadow Cast in there. And these Dragoons are really annoying, guys. If they get there before you do, you have to individually aggro them, although one Seed of Corruption is enough to do that. If you're doing this as Destro, Rain of Fire, and whatever Demonology has. I never even played this spec in Legion. Anyways, go ahead, kill off that last Flame Belcher. It's going to drop the fourth and final crate for you. You're going to run it off into the cannon, and then pretty much, again, go in there, rub one out, wait by the door, maybe go grab a beer, maybe grab a Big Mac for $7.20, which is where I live. Absolutely ridiculous, and you're done. Moving on to the next and final class, the Warrior. Probably one of the easier ones, too. Again, as per usual, start it off, keep killing mobs in the middle of the room until you have your 2 Hellfire artillery spawn. Now, basically for Warrior, you're just going to want to use your leaps and your charges. Make sure you take Bounding Stride, by the way, for the movement speed after leap to get you to places. Hand in that first crate, go grab the second crate from the second Hellfire artillery, which again, you could kill after the first crate or before it. It doesn't really matter. Once you grab the second crate, go ahead and kill off that Demolisher. Make sure you're getting aggro on the Fellcasters. By the way, for Warrior, if you're struggling on grabbing aggro for the mobs, doing this as Fury is a big help for just so you could just spam roll in. You could also use throw and taunt. Once you grab that third crate, go ahead, just make sure you save Heroic Leap for that point. In my opinion, it's just basically get the other cannon quicker. Again, these mobs here just spam roll, and you should be doing this as Fury. You could do this as Prior Arms, but Fury makes this a complete joke to do, guys. Just go ahead, kill off that last Flame Belcher after you hand in your third crate. Hand in the fourth crate, go to the middle, relax, chill out, you know what to do. Game over. Fight's done. Congratulations on a transmog loot. And guys, that is it. That is how you solo Mythic Hellfire Soul on every single class. Now, just as a reminder, every class could do this as long as you're over level 104. In the patch notes, it does state that you need to be, I think it's either at least level 104 or over level 104, I can't remember. You need to be 105 to be safe for the nerfs to take into effect. Most of these characters I did it on are level 110, so if I could do it on most of these characters being 110, you guys can too. Anyways, I hope this guide helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. And just as always, remember, Halo 3 is the best Halo. Thank you very much for watching, boys. I'll see you next time. Oh, and leave a comment with what do you want to see next. Love you.